Call is good. Still hear me, Joey?
Yes, I do. Well, good evening and welcome to Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. K-West bringing you Weslaco East football. We are live tonight on YouTube and Facebook. We want to welcome everyone to tonight's broadcast. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by none other than the coach. Coach, we're looking for a real exciting game tonight.
It should be a really great football game. Second game of the zone, like they've been talking about, but it's going to be an exciting, hard-hit football game. All right, if you got a chance to come to Sam's Stadium over here in Brownsville, come back and watch this football game because it's going to be exciting. And hey, here come our Wildcats, baby. East side, strong side, baby. Here we go.
Well, Brownsville Porter coming in tonight's contest 3-0. They're 2-0 in zone play. 2 weeks ago, they beat Veterans 10-7 in a very exciting game. They were down 7-3 up until the last couple of minutes of the game, and with under a minute in the game, they were able to punch it in, kick the extra point to defeat Veterans 10-7. And then last week, they really routed Brownsville Lopez. There are a couple of players that we need to keep our eyes out on this Porter Ball Club. Of course, it is the quarterback, Kevin Garcia. Last week, he threw 87% completion rate, threw for over 200 yards and 4 touchdowns. But get this, no interceptions. Brandon Reta was the top receiver of the ball game. He had 6 receptions for 101 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was averaging 17 yards a catch. And then Gabriel Gonzalez out of the backfield, he had 5 receptions for 77 yards and 1 TD. And of course, the defense has been playing phenomenal. A couple of people that we need to keep our eye on defensively on the Cowboy side of the ball club is Salvador Bochas. He's their defensive tackle. Jose Charles, their outside linebacker, and their defensive back, Ulises Davila. Those are some players that we need to keep an eye on in tonight's ball game. And then, of course, Weslaco East in their opener zone play as well defeated Pace 44-34. And we'll get back to some more interesting facts and tidbits about that game in just a bit. We've got the Porter Cowboys getting set to kick the ball away to your Wildcats. Teeing it up, as we were saying before the game, coach, he's wiry, is Isaac Acevedo. This kid has got a leg. And back deep, we got Gio Guerra along with Jay Vasquez. They are at the 10-yard line, ready to receive this one. And here comes Acevedo, and this is a low squib kick, and it's going to be Guerra at the 15, looking for some running room. He's got a couple of blocks. He's out to the 35, 37-yard line, and a good return for Guerra, a return of about 22 yards.
Yeah, I think kind of a squib kick. He may have hit it wrong, but Guerra picked it up on the roll and did a great job of fielding the kick and getting it up the middle and taking it to about the 38-yard line, so 37-yard line right there. But just a good job and good heads-up play there by Guerra.
Yeah, Guerra, one of those kids that's been a 3-year starter, so this is a kid that doesn't make a lot of mental mistakes. And, he's just a kid that week in and week out, you see him grinding and really performing well. And speaking of performing well, last week, Gio Guerra had 11 carries for 115 yards and 1 touchdown. So here come your Wildcats offensive unit onto the field. They're going to have Javi Garza in at quarterback. He's got Gio Guerra in the backfield with him. They're going to send a man in motion. That's Jonathan Valdez. A quick pass to Guerra. Guerra's got some blocks. He's got some green in front of him, and he's knocked out on the Cowboys side of the field, and that was Ulises Davila. If not, Guerra was off to the races.
Absolutely. Just a little swing pass to get out into the left side of the flats right there. He took it on the run, and good head of steam, picks up about 12 yards right there. So just an excellent, opening play. Probably not what the Porter Cowboys were expecting. They may be expecting Guerra, but maybe on a toss or something, but not a swing pass. But good call.
Under center, Garza, power eye right, and Guerra takes the handoff from Garza, and that big line and the fullbacks of Weslaco East just bulldoze their way, give Guerra some running room all the way to the 44-yard line, a 5-yard pickup for Guerra.
Just a straight blast play right there, just led there by big old Hiram Cantu up front, guys. You could just see the surge of the line going forward right there, and that's a 5-6 yards, and you just put that on the big boys up front.
Yeah, you just go right behind. This time it's going to be power eye left. Same formation. Garza is going to keep it, and he's just going to put his head down to the 44-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. And that's what the Wildcats like to do, 3rd and short situations.
Yeah, you see right there, second down. Again, I'll say this like I've been saying this for many years. One of the best plays in football, quarterback sneak, just straight up the middle. You get it, and it's hard for the defenders to defend it because it comes into their face so quick.
Yeah, you barely have time to react.
Yep.
So it's 3rd down and 1 for your Wildcats. Power eye right is the formation. Garza again will keep it. He'll plow his head down, and he's going to pick up 5 yards on that one down to the 35-yard line, and they'll move the chains again. So 2 quick first downs for your Wildcats.
Absolutely. Porter had everybody and, the whole team pretty much in all the gaps. Looked like a gap 8 defense right there, and he saw a little hole to the left, squeezed through, and got about 6-7 yards right there on that. Another quarterback sneak. Just an excellent job.
Coach, I think we're going to call that 11 in the box.
There you go. At least.
1st and 10 for your Wildcats at the Cowboy 35-yard line. Same formation. This time they'll hand it out to the tailback, Guerra. Guerra's met at the line of scrimmage and no gain. First one to meet him there is Salvador Bochas. We talked about him in the pregame.
Yeah, exactly. Good job by Bocha right there on the tackle. But again, they've got everybody up right now. It might be time for a little play-action pass here pretty quick because, like I said, they got, if they had 12 on the field, they'd have 12 in the box. So
that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. We are in the first quarter, 9:35 to go here. Still no score. We just started, and it's going to be a shotgun formation for Garza. He's got 3 guys in the backfield. Fakes the handoff to Guerra. He's going to keep. He's got some running room on the left. He's going to go and roll over a Cowboy, get inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Good job of motioning across, running the zone read, and the quarterback took it off to the left side. Found a big hole right there, pretty much by Mr. Pedro Posadas is, open up a big old hole. And that young man, he does a great job of getting on blocks and driving people off the football. So I think I'd be running to the left side a lot myself.
Yeah, on that left side, you got Pedro Posadas and Robert Torres. So I'd be following those guys all night long. So here we go. Garza back under center. 3rd down and about 3. It's going to be a toss to Guerra. Guerra, as Garza was falling, takes it, bounces it outside. He's got some running room, and he's finally brought down at about the 12-yard line. And that shoestring tackle was Sabas Peña, because if not, Guerra was going to be in the end zone.
Exactly. And a great job by Javi Garza right there of keeping his composure and getting the ball out to Guerra, because, coming off, it looked like there was a little penetration. He grabbed his ankle, but he was able to get the ball off to Guerra, and there he was, and did a good job of hitting it, setting up his run, and bouncing outside and getting up the great yardage there, about 15, 16 yards up the field for another 1st down.
Another 1st down at the 12-yard line. Same power eye. It's going to be given to Jay Vasquez, and he's going to make a quick dash to his right down to the 1-yard line, and that may be a 1st down.
It looks really close to it. He did a great job on the inside blast to the left, and he saw the hole, and he threw his hips opposite, boom, and gets the cutback, and good 7-8 yards up the field right there, almost a 1st down. Actually, about 10 yards. 2nd, maybe 9 yards, so it's up about 2nd and 1.
Yeah, they're going to bring up a 2nd and 1. Ball is going to be resting at the 2-yard line. Here comes Gio Guerra back onto the field. Splitting out wide to the left is going to be Omari Bowen. Power eye right. Handoff to Guerra. Guerra behind the line, and he's going to get into the end zone.
Just a great push again up front, and Guerra just kind of falls over those big guys, and it's touchdown, and there you go. Opening drive, Wildcat football, all the way down, about 65 yards. East side, strong side, touchdown Wildcats, baby. Here we go.
And on to attempt the extra point is going to be Sebastian Caballero. Here's the snap, hold, kick is up, and there's a flag on the play. We'll see what this call is.
You know,
They're going to say
it's
procedure on the Wildcats.
Well, then they're going to decline that if that's the case.
Well, it's going to be a dead ball, so I think they have to take it.
Okay. Oh, illegal.
Oh, illegal formation. Okay.
Nope. Well, that's a break for the Wildcats, and they get another chance to get this extra point. They're calling for a little bigger guys in here. They might be going for 2 here.
Yeah, they may change their thought here.
Right. So they're bringing the big boys in. So you're going to see some big guys, maybe even in the backfield in this formation.
Coach, you talked about this opening drive. This opening drive was 9 plays, 63 yards.
That's outstanding.
And, of course, it was capped off by a Gio Guerra 2-yard touchdown with 7:19 to go here in the opening period. Now we line up for a 2-point conversion. They're going to toss it to Guerra. Guerra's going to cut it up, and he's going to be denied.
Yep. Going to be short right there. They tried a little tossing, and Guerra took it, and he cut it back inside, but Porter Cowboys weren't fooled right there. They were sitting there, especially number 38 right there for the Cowboys. His name, Martin Vargas, the defensive lineman. That senior did a good job of stopping that extra point right there. So, again, a good way to open up this quarter, open up this football game, march it down the field, Wildcat style, what we do, all right? I know there was – we threw a little swing past the first play of that series, but then the rest of it you can see just down the field. And really, when you look at it, when you have that experience and that kind of offensive lineman that you have, wow, what a great job.
Yeah, great job they did. 7:19 to go here in the opening quarter. It's your Weslaco Wildcats 6, the Porter Cowboys nothing. We'll be right back with more action right here on KWS. Welcome back to Sam's Memorial Stadium. Wildcats 6, Cowboys 0. 7:19 to go here in the opening quarter. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock, bringing you all the action here from Sam's Stadium. Wildcats just scored on the opening drive, and now they're ready to kick the ball away to the Cowboys. Back deep for the Cowboys is going to be Kevin Garcia along with Brandon Reta, and the kick is away. And this one is going to go to Reta. Reta takes it at about the 12-yard line, looking for room on his right. And he is hit hard at the 31.
Yeah, just a big hit there by number 37 for Wildcats, Pablo Gonzalez, going down on the kickoff. And great coverage going down the field. You can see the kids doing a good job of going down in their lanes, converging on the ball, and a big hit there by number 37, Pablo Gonzalez.
Well, we're going to see the Cowboys for the first time on offense, a team that has really opened some eyes of some people here in the Rio Grande Valley, especially in Brownsville, as they open up their season 3-0. And, of course, they are led by the quarterback, number 11, Kevin Garcia. Kevin Garcia along with Brian Franco. They've been a combination to contend with week in and week out here in 2020. Garcia looking for a receiver, and he's got one. A quick out to the right side to the bottom of your screen to Norberto Cordova, and that is going to be right around a 9-yard pickup.
Just a little pitch and catch, a little deep out pattern right there. And like you said, Cordova did a good job of getting it, but just right on the money with Garcia.
2nd down and 8 for the Cowboys. Garcia, the quarterback. He's got Franco in the backfield. Going to hand it off to Franco. Franco hit hard, and he is going to gain absolutely nothing.
Not much there. Just a good job up front, but the big hit there by Jordan Velasquez, he kind of read it from his middle linebacker position. You can see it, and he saw it coming and with the handoff, and they pretty much hit him about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage right there. So excellent job by our defensive front and our linebacker crew.
Yeah, they're actually going to move it back a yard. No, they're not. They're going to put it back at the original line of scrimmage, 39-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 2. Garcia, the quarterback. We got a different guy in the backfield. And now he's going to roll out to his right, looking for a receiver. and that's going to be sailed out of bounds. And you just mentioned it, Coach, that pressure really got to him. He could hear it.
Especially Leo Guerra right there, our left defensive end, number 99, did a great job of getting off the block, getting up in the face of the quarterback, and that caused him to throw it high and out of bounds. So here we go. They got a decision. It's 4th and about 2 right here.
Well, that decision was made, Coach. They sent out the punt team. Yes,
yeah,
they
I
are.
see number 40 on the field. So.
And Gio Guerra back deep to return this one. He's going to stand at about the 25-yard line. Isaac Acevedo on the punt.
And
he bobbles the snap, and the punt is high and short. It hits at the 35, does take a Cowboy bounce, and it goes into about the 23-yard line, and that's where it's going to rest.
Yeah, just a little bit bad snap right there. The punter had a little hard time getting the ball, but once he did, this kid's got a live leg. You know, even that, looked like it's going straight up there and come straight down. Ended up getting a really good punt off.
Yeah, they got a Cowboy bounce, and so it's going to be down at the 22-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will begin this second offensive series of the night. 6:06 to go here in the opening period. Your Wildcats are up 6-0.
So that's a good start, both sides of the ball for the Wildcats tonight, because, you know, obviously offense drove it down, scored, defense stopped them. You know, excellent job.
3 and out for the defense. Garza, quarterback, going to hand it off to Vasquez. Vasquez turns it upfield, and he's going to pick up about 6 yards.
Yeah, just a little counter play right there. To Vasquez coming back the other way. You can see the line pulling back this side, and they got a nice little hole right there, and led from the right side. Believe it or not, your right guard like pull. They ran a little counter play right there, and they did a good job from the right side coming across with Hiram Cantu and Robert Torres.
Second down, 4 for your Wildcats. Power I formation. Garza under center. He's going to give it to Vasquez. Vasquez up the middle. Not much room there. He may pick up a yard.
Yeah, they're really stacked hard inside right now. You can see it from they got nose, and then they got some 3 techniques they push down inside. Linebackers walking up in the hole. So they're expecting more of an inside type run, especially on a short yardage right there. So the Cowboys had a good defensive scheme set up there to make it stop. So a lot of humanity inside there.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. Ball is resting at the 30-yard line. 4:50 to go here in period number 1. Toss to Guerra. Guerra running out to the right, turning the corner. He's across the 30 to the 35. We'll see where they knock him out of bounds, but that's going to move the chains once again for your Wildcats.
Yeah, it looks like we had an injury down. We got a guy down, but that's where you want to go just because of the defensive front that the Porter Cowboys are running right now. They're running an old gap 8 type defense right now with everybody inside. Linebackers walked up, everybody's in the holes and that kind of stuff, and they're all condensed, all right? So, exactly. You want to get outside on these guys right now because there ain't not much running room inside. That young man's off the ground, so he's good.
They move the chains once again. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line for your Wildcats. Clock was stopped with an official's timeout. Whistle sound, so it's going to start all over again. So here we go. Power I formation. Garza under center. Hands the ball off to the fullback, and there's a big hole on the right side of the field. That's Edward Villalobos with the carry, and he's going to get across out to about the 43-yard line. Edward last week had a reception for a touchdown.
See, what the Wildcats just ran right there is what you call a fullback zone play, okay? And it hits so quick, all right? But there was a huge hole on that side. Posadas did a great job of opening the hole. He took his guy down hard inside, and our left tackle, Robert Torres, did a great job of kicking out, and there it was.
Quarterback keeps the ball, and Garza still on his feet, twisting and turning across midfield to the 48-yard line. And on their second possession, they are in Cowboy territory once again. Yeah,
right now the Wildcats are inflicting their will on the Cowboys. I guarantee you right now. And it all starting up front by what's happening right now in the trenches, all right? So they're doing a great job, and they're pad level, and I'm watching it right here. I'm on the 50-yard line, so I can see their offensive linemen. Their pad level's down, and boom, they're just road grading these kids right now. Doing a great job.
So here we go again. Gio, Wildcat, he's going to hand the ball off to Villalobos again. And that time, someone blitzed.
22. Yeah, their middle linebacker, all right, number 22, Eric Garcia, he's trying to list him as a DB, but he's up really tight, and that could be one of their strong safeties up tight, and they did a strong safety blitz right there, see if they could catch the Wildcats before they got started, but they miss, there's your natural hole, and that's what happened, and we pick up 8 yards because of it.
Yeah, great job by Guerra to keep his composure and get it out to Villalobos. But here we go, Garza under center, power eye right. And we had all kinds of movement on the line.
Yeah, you know, if we wouldn't have moved, I'm not sure they could do it, but defense was in the neutral zone, but we moved on the left side here, so let's see what happens. Yeah, you're gonna if you stay still and they're jumping, they get in the neutral zone. It would have been against defense, but we did move, and it was on this side, not where the pressure was from the defense. So it's offsides on the Wildcats.
So they'll move the ball back 5 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 for the Wildcats. We've got 2:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Power eye right for the Wildcats. Garza under center. Hands the ball off to Guerra. Guerra behind the line will get up to the 45-yard line, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 7.
You see right now, they're sticking their linebackers up in the gaps, and then right behind them, which you think it's linebacker level, but they got their safeties, got both safeties, and they got their corners condensed inside right now. So if you're trying to run inside, you're running into a wall, all right?
So 3rd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Ball is resting at the 45-yard line. On their opening drive, they were able to convert 2 third downs. So we'll see if they're able to continue this. Little pass to Guerra. Guerra knocked out of bounds at the 40. That's going to be very close to the 1st down, maybe short of about a yard.
Yeah, just a little bit short there, but again, a little swing pass out here to Guerra. He picks up about, 6 yards right there. So you're going to get about 4th and about 3, maybe 2.5. All right.
Yeah, from where we're standing, it looked like about the 40, maybe inside the 40, but of course we've got a different angle than what they've got on the field. They're actually spotting it at the 41. So 4th down and about 3. And they're going to send the punt unit on the field.
Just get him pinned back down inside and see where we go from there.
Nobody back for the Cowboys.
Oh, bad snap.
Bad snap, and he falls on it. Silver Rangel had the ball at his feet. And so smartly just falls on it. And it'll go over on down to the Cowboys at the 45-yard line of the Wildcats with 1:38 to go here in period number 1.
Well, this was the defense that comes in, a little change of possession real quick. That kind of changes the game. Now you got to come in, play great defense, get a stop here, get the ball back to the offense. You know, it's a tough situation, but it can be overcome very easily.
Well, they forced a 3-and-out the first time, so we'll see what the defense is able to do here now. We've got a quick flag on the Cowboys, so they're going to move them back 5 yards. So instead of 1st and 10, it's going to be 1st and 15.
Yeah, illegal motion on them, that type of thing. They had 2 people going at one time. They motioned across and then had one of the guys move. So when that happens, you're going to get illegal motion.
So here come the Cowboys. Ball is at midfield. They'll send Williams in motion.
Again,
there you go again. They had 2 men in motion.
Yeah. Again, he's motioned across, and one of their offensive linemen move. Foot. Here they go, and they're going back another 5.
And now you see them infighting. That's one of the things you don't like to see on a team.
No, you don't.
So it'll move them back 5 more yards, and now it's 1st and 20. 1st and 20 all the way back at the 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 down at the bottom. You got 1 man in the backfield with Garcia. Garcia, a little swing pass out to Brandon, and Brandon is hit by Jordan Velasquez after about a 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, really good job. Jordan had to walk outside because of the formation that the Porter Cowboys were in, and he was right there when they threw the little hitch out to the left, or bubble screen out to the left, and did a good job of getting off his block and making the tackle.
Yeah, they'll give him 5 yards. They'll spot it at midfield, 2nd down and 15. Empty backfield for Garcia. 3 receivers down to the bottom of your screen to the top. They're going to send one in motion, and we've got 2 men in motion. So this will move them back. So we're looking at 2nd and 20 for the next play.
Yeah, you know, in the last couple of times, they had those procedure penalties and on the motion and stuff like that. So Coach Uristi, said, well, heck with it, I'm going to just get set in a formation. But then he went back to it, and again, they got guys jumping all over the field.
So here we go, 2nd and 20 with 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Garcia, empty backfield. Looks to his right now, he looks to his left. It's a little screen, but the Wildcats read that all the way, and the first one there is Jonathan Granados.
Yeah, just a great job by Jonathan Granados. And they saw it, and he did a great job of seeing it. I saw Jonathan, I saw his eyes, and he kind of stopped, and he saw the motion. The quarterback rolled back and sees the screen, and excellent job right there by Granados. And then the rest of the defense just converged right there really quick.
So 3rd down and 23.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with our team speed. The kids get off their blocks really well, and they run to the football.
So we're going to end the quarter with your Wildcats up by a score of 6-0. You're enjoying Wildcat football right here on K-West. We'll be back with 2nd quarter action. Well, Coach, the Wildcats looked really good here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, they did. It was a good quarter for the Wildcats. Our first possession, we took it down and scored. The second one, we had a few mistakes there, but we'll get the ball back. But our defense looks like mid-season prime right now, even though it's the 2nd ball game of the year. They're really, like I said, I'm really impressed with how they're coming off the football. Jordan Velasquez, obviously a two-year starter. You can see it from him and Granados and all these kids up front, along with Rodrigo Puentes and these kids doing a good job. Number 99, Leo Guerra. I can see, their heads into this football game, and they're just getting right after it right now.
Welcome back, Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. K-West bringing you Wildcat football. We are about to begin 2nd quarter action. 3rd and 23 for the Cowboys. Wildcats up 6-0. Garcia looking left, going deep, and that one is intercepted.
Yep.
That was Jesse James Garcia just playing center field,
exactly.
And he just went up and caught it at its highest point.
He sure did. Just what you teach your safeties and your corners to do. When they're going to throw up a deep ball like that, it's up in the air. Go catch it at its highest point and secure it. And great interception. Good job. Like I said, I'm real impressed with our defense and our defensive play tonight, because they're staying in their zones, they're doing what they're supposed to do, and they're doing what they're coached to do. And you can see when you do what you're coached to do, great things can happen, like interceptions.
So here come your Wildcats back on offense. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Garza under center, power I, fakes a handoff to Guerra, looking deep. He's got a receiver, and that's Jesse James. And that was just a little bit to his inside.
It was, but I knew this was about to come, because they've rolled up their whole secondary up 5 to 6 yards from the ball, and you're going to run some play action. You're going to get behind them right there. You went to it. It didn't happen this time because the throw was a little bit errant, but I'm telling you, go back to it, because it's going to be there if they continue to do and play the type of defense that they're playing tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure. So here we go. Got us under center, power I left. We've got some whistles on the field.
Timeout.
Timeout taken by the Porter Cowboys. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be right back with more Wildcat football right here on K-West. Well, Coach, you called that. We saw that play action, and, of course, just James was wide open. And so we'll see what changes this Porter Cowboy defense makes because of that play.
Well, they're going to start going back a little bit deeper. You do that. You're going to force them to do that. They're just telling the Wildcats by how they're playing defensively, say, hey, we're going to stop your run tonight, guys. You're going to have to beat us throwing the football, all right, if you can. That kind of stuff. And that's what they're doing. But, what I love about the Wildcats, and I've seen this for many years. You may stop their run a little bit. You can put them all up there. Eventually, there's going to be holes, and those kids up front are going to take them. And when you start these DBs and stuff, they're not used to making tackles right up at the line of scrimmage and getting in there and mixing up with them big boys. So, that philosophy will work for a little bit, but not forever, and especially not against the Wildcats.
Welcome back, Wildcats. 2nd and 10. Gladys, really smart move there as he saw the line jumping, decides to call his own number and just plows ahead across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
He can see it because the defense is taking, and they're taking chances. Even with their linebacker play, they're moving them to the outside or to another gap, and they're leaving some gaps inside open. All right, and when the quarterback sees it, he says, I'm going to go right. Oh, the hole's to the left. I'll go left. I mean, just excellent. Here it is, 3rd down.
3rd down and 2. Toss to Gio Guerra. Guerra cuts it up. Breaks a tackle at the 40, 45. Cuts it inside. He's at the 40. 25-20. No one's going to catch Guerra. Guerra is in the end zone for a touchdown. That is a 68-yard run.
You see, like I'm saying, there is no 3rd level or 2nd level defenders. They're all up. And when you break into the secondary, it is Katie bar the door, Wildcat touchdown. Because it's right on us. It's open, baby, right there.
So on the big screen, we saw the replay, and Gio Guerra, as soon as like you mentioned, breaks that first tier. He sees that block, cuts it on the inside, and then it's off to the races, and you're not catching Gio Guerra.
Absolutely. Just great run by him. Great run. Great call by the Wildcats, too. But like I said, it's easy. When you get into the secondary and there's no secondary players, there you go.
2-point conversion, and I think we're going to have a delay of game. No, we have a timeout. I saw a flag, so they probably got the timeout called before the play clock made its way down to 0. So we're going to stay right here, Coach. You talked about that. We saw that play action. We saw that Jesse James Garcia was wide open. And then what did that do? As you mentioned, it forced the secondary to move back a little bit. And as soon as they did that, it allowed the Wildcats just cram it right down their throat and go all the way for the TD.
They really did. That was an excellent job, that kind of stuff. And then, but their linebackers, they're taking a lot of chances right now. The Porter Cowboys are shooting backers and stuff like that. So, again, if you can get outside, now – You may have a secondary guy, but hey, we did a good job. You can see our receivers and stuff doing a great job of blocking on the edge. And when our receivers block well on the outside, toss is a great football play. It becomes just a regular 20-yarder into 60-yard touchdowns.
So here we go. Got us under center. Vasquez, play action, looks to his right, got a receiver, and that's a touchdown. That's a 2-point conversion. That is good. A pass from Garza to Villalobos, and now with 11 minutes on the clock, it's your Wildcats 14, the Cowboys nothing.
Just a great job right there running the bootleg. Fullbacks in the flat, wide open. Nice touch by Garza on his pass. Boom, 2-point conversion. Great job, Wildcats. East side, strong side.
So the score is now 14-0 with 11 to go here in the first half. So the Wildcats have had the ball 3 times and twice have come up with touchdowns.
Awesome. You know what can you ask for? 2 out of 3 in their scores. That's what you want to look for. If you keep doing that, you're going to put a lot of points on the board during the night. So good job by our offense right there. Set up by great defensive football play. Interception, big play, leads to 6 points. This case, 8 points.
Now, my question is, Coach, and I'm not keeping stats, is do the Cowboys have a first down?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so either. Because the first possession was 3 and out, and the second one led to an interception, but they weren't able to convert a first down because they went backwards.
Exactly. You know, and the good thing, too, is, you know, the Porter's trying to put a lot of pressure on our kids, but our kids are doing a good job of putting pressure on their quarterback and, you know, causing some havoc for him.
Trevino Reta back to return this one. And it goes in the direction of Trevino. He's going to get it about the 15-yard line. Turns out to his right. He breaks the tackles at the 35, and he's hit at the 38-yard line by Pablo Gonzalez.
Yeah, that was a good kickoff return back for the Cowboys. One of our outside contained guys, you can see him as he's going down, got caught a little bit inside, so that opened the sidelines for him. But a good job by our safeties coming back inside and making the tackle.
Gio Guerra so far tonight, he's got 7 carries for 97 yards and 2 TDs. So he's having a great night again here on the season. So here come the Cowboys, 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Garcia, the quarterback, fakes the handoff. Ball is thrown in the direction of Gabriel Gonzalez, but it's over his head. Incomplete pass, but we do have some laundry on the field, and from preliminary indication.
Offense, 74 and 75.
Yeah, we're doing a good job of stemming up front with our defense. What I mean by stemming, our kids are in a position, and before the ball snaps, they're shifting to other techniques and stuff like that, and that's really throwing off the Porter Cowboy offensive line right now.
And so they're going to march off 15 yards, and if my memory serves me correctly, that's going to be 30 yards of penalties on the Porter Cowboys tonight. So they'll line up with the ball at the 23-yard line, 1st and 25. Garcia is going to keep the ball, a quarterback delayed draw. He's going to pick up the penalty yards. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line, but I think we have a holding down the field.
Yeah, good job there by Garcia, seeing the hole and taking it. It was quarterback draw all the way. This kid's a 4-year starter and a very, very polished football player for them. But again, like you said, there was a holding penalty call, so now it's going to be even further back. All right, but it must have been way up here, closer to where the actual original line of scrimmage was, where the penalty allowed. So they marked it 10 yards back from there. So now it's about the same.
It was about at the 35-yard line, right when I said that he's going to pick up the penalty yardage. So here we go. 1st down all over again. Garcia rolls out to his right, looking for a receiver. It's in the direction of Williams. He catches it, but there's not going to be much gained on that play.
Not at all. Great job, again, by number 21, Gianni Beretta, out there, along with number 99, doing a great job. Leo Guerra, I saw him, and he saw when the ball left his hand, he got down the line and was also a part of the tackle, which was an excellent job by a defensive end.
So 2nd down and 21, ball resting at the 27-yard line. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Quarterback Garcia, quarterback draw again. This time he's going to bounce it outside, and there's not going to be the room that he thought he was going to have, and he's knocked out of bounds by Gianni Barrera.
Yeah, Gianni stayed home right there, and he saw it, took a great angle, and was able to push the quarterback out of bounds right there. Good job by Gianni Barrera.
Yeah, Gianni Barrera had a great week last week. He had that fumble recovery, and then he returned that block point after for 2 points. So great defensive outing by him last week, and we're seeing him hustle all over the field tonight.
Yes, he is. He's doing a great job.
So 3rd down and 17 for the Cowboys. Ball at the 31-yard line, 9:55 to go here in the 1st half. Pressure, and coming off the right end with Jonathan Granados, and Garcia could feel him.
He came untouched, and I was seeing, I go, here he goes, there he goes, there he goes. Boom! Great hit. So now we have an errant pass. Now it's 4th and, very long. They're going to have to punt the ball away. But great job by our defense. Super job there by Granados.
So, again, we've seen another great outing by the defense, and I do not believe, other than the first play from scrimmage, that the Cowboys have more than 2 yards total offense. So this punt is away. Guerra going to try to pick it up at 37. He fumbles the ball, and we'll see if it was recovered or not. waiting to find a
Find out.
Yeah,
It's our ball still.
Yeah,
the ball he recovered the ball out of bounds.
right. Again, from our angle, it's hard to tell. But the Cowboys were the only one around it, and as you mentioned, Coach, he would have had to recovered it on the field of play for it to be valid.
Exactly. That's one of those hard kicks to measure when you're running up on the ball right there. Sometimes you just want to just let it hit and roll, but trying to make a play. If he catches it, he's down the sidelines.
So 1st and 10 for your Wildcats. Hand off to Gio Guerra. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line, and that's going to be 6 yards for Guerra. Guerra continuing to pile up his yardage total tonight.
Exactly. Now they didn't, we went right back to the blast play, blast over the left side over Posadas and those guys. But great job up front, great job of running, and like you said, our backs, they hit the hole, all right, and there's a nice size hole right there, and great movement, and you're up 6 yards every time.
2nd down and 4, I formation left. They're going to hand the ball off to Vargas, and Vargas is just going to bully his way for about 2 more yards.
Right, just a little belly play to our fullback, to Vargas right there, and good little movement right there. Now it brings up 3rd and short, and real manageable. And so excellent job up front by our line, excellent job by our backs.
Yeah, I saw all the arms of Team Vargas go up as soon as he took that handoff. We got Team Vargas right here in front of us.
Absolutely.
So 3rd down for the Wildcats. Garza with the quarterback keeper. He's still on his feet, rolling forward to the 45-yard line, but he's got to get across the 45 for the 1st down. So this is going to be 4th and about a foot.
Yeah, they marked it a little bit short right there. Looked like he was going to go to the left side, but then we saw him spin around, come back to the right. All right there, and the defender right there, number 69 for the Cowboys on the tackle, Samuel Moreno.
So no doubt that the Wildcats are going to go for this one. So Garza under center, power eye right. Toss to Guerra. Guerra cuts upfield. Now he cuts back. He's inside the 40 to the 36-yard line, and the Wildcats want a horse collar.
Absolutely. From here it was. I don't think the referees were in position to see it. All right, but a great job on the toss to the left, and Johnny Cumming took it back and picked up the necessary yards, obviously for a first, but another 10 or 12 after that. So great piece of running by Gianni Guerra.
Yeah,
by Giovanni.
Yeah. And again, we have a different angle, but I could tell by the motion of the hands here in the stands what exactly they were calling for. So 1st and 10 for your Wildcats. I formation, and now we've got movement on the line, and flags come in, and so we're going to have motion on the Wildcats.
So it's still 1st down right there. Again, we got a motion call against the Wildcats right there, but I'm trying to see it, but it looked like to me there's more encroachment than a motion. But I'm not calling the game, so there you go.
1st and 15 for your Wildcats. Ball is spotted at the 41-yard line. 6:57 to go here in the 2nd quarter. Garza, the quarterback, hands it off to Guerra. Guerra hit at the line of scrimmage, bounces forward to pick up about 2 yards.
Yeah, they, again, ran a little counterplay back this way, and they didn't pick up a whole lot right there. Just a good job by the linebacker corps for the Porter Cowboys right there.
So he's inside to the 39-yard line. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 13. If you're just joining us, your Wildcats are up 14-0 here at Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville. I am Joe Aglot, joined by Coach Rock, bringing you all the action. In motion, toss to Guerra. Guerra bounces it outside, cuts inside, and he's going to get inside the 35 to about the 32-yard line, where it'll bring up a 3rd down and maybe 7.
Yeah, they're liking this little swing pass out here to Giovanni right now. They've picked up some really good yardage on there, and they picked up the penalties, and they've got plus. Now it's 3rd and about 6. All right, so and it's 4th down territory right now, obviously for the Wildcats.
That is for sure. It's going to be 4-down territory for your Wildcats. So 3rd down and 6, ball at the 32-yard line. Garza. Play action to Guerra. He's going to keep it. Tripped up. May not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, a little zone read there again. You can see the quarterback, Garza, put it into the belly of Giovanni, and he pulls it going around that side. I thought he was going to get it, but he got tripped up there by the defensive end over there for your Porter Cowboys.
So that'll bring up a 4th down and 5. They're going to give him 1 yard on that play. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line. 5:02 to go.
Yeah, that was a good job there by Adam Valdez, the defensive end on that side to stop that play.
So Garza, the quarterback, rolling out to his right. Got a block. Gets rid of it. Ball is in and out of the hands of the receiver, Edward Villalobos. A little high. So this ball's going to go over on down to the Cowboys.
Yeah, just a little bit high right there, and he got out there and run a little sprint out pattern just to this side, and we run a stop route out here on the outside, but the receiver was open, but just a little more pressure on him that time. The ball sailed on him a little bit.
So the ball goes over on downs. Ball spotted at the 31-yard line, and it's Cowboy football with 4:46 to go here in the second quarter. 2 receivers to each side of the ball. Garcia, the quarterback. Zavala in the backfield with him. Gunner in motion. Now we've got a flag.
Yeah, they're going back, false start again. See, they're just having a hard time up front because they have to set in there, and they're doing this long motion and stuff like that. So it's really hard for that offensive lineman to just sit still.
So 1st and 15. Hand the ball off to Zavala, and Zavala's going nowhere. Well, he carried the line.
He did. He kept his feet moving right there and got some positive yardage for the Cowboys right there. We had just about everybody on the tackle right there, but he just kept his feet moving and ended up picking up the
6 yards.
Yeah, 6 yards.
Yeah, because he hit that line, and I said he's going nowhere, but he just kept, as you mentioned, Coach, moving his feet, moving that pile, and he ended up with 6 yards. So good run there by Zavala. 2nd down and 9. That ball was in the air. It hung up there a little too high for Cordova. Couple of Wildcats in the area, and it looked like they were going to pick that one off.
It was real close. Joe Lugo, the corner on that side, did a tremendous job of, getting up and getting in distracting the receiver, and did a super job coming over the top right there and making a great defensive play right there by Joe Lugo.
Yeah, I'm glad to see the receiver get up because I saw his leg plant, and that knee looked a little funny when he went down. And, of course, a lot of times that is caused by the AstroTurf, so I'm glad to see him get up. So incomplete pass brings up a 3rd down and 9, ball at the 32-yard line, 4:08 to go here in the first half. Your Wildcats up 14-0. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Little delay to Reta. He can't get much.
Yeah, sprint draw that time, you can see it, and he wrapped it. It's kind of like a little wrap draw, what they were trying to run right there. But the whole side of the left side of the defensive line was not full. They stayed at home right there. He come running back to them right there, and a tremendous tackle right there, especially, and it led right there by Leo Guerra.
So
Super job.
Yeah, great job once again by the defense of the Wildcats, not allowing the Cowboys to muster up any kind of offense, and they have not gotten able to get any offense going here in the first half, so they're going to punt the ball away to your Wildcats. Gio Guerra back at the 36-yard line. Punt is away. It's a short one. Bounces at the 45-yard line, and it goes immediately out of bounds.
Exactly. So now we're going to get some really good field position right here. And now we got about 3:18 left on the clock. Here's what we need: a Patino Wildcat drive right now, nice and easy. Take off that 3 minutes, maybe leave a couple seconds left on there. Whether Wildcat touchdown would be just perfect going into halftime.
Yeah, it would be nice to see the Wildcats put up some points before the halftime, because the Cowboys will still open up the second half with the football.
Exactly. So that's exactly what you want to do. If you can move this down right now and score, you've kind of flipped the momentum. All right. What I like to say, from deferring in the first half. All right. And then when you get and it's be a kind of a trifecta because we ended up scoring on our first drive. So that's what you want to do.
So here come your Wildcats. 3:18 to go here in the first half. Hand off to Gio Guerra. Gio off the left side. Gets across midfield to the 49-yard line. And how many times have we said that tonight? Gio Guerra gets across midfield.
Exactly. You know, he picks up 5 or 6 yards every time. But like I said, we're getting a great surge by our front, by the offensive line. Good blocking by our fullbacks, that kind of stuff. Everybody's blocking all over the place.
2nd down and 5. Blitz, handoff to Guerra. Guerra gets past the front wave, and he's off to the races again. 20, 15, 10, touchdown, Gio Guerra.
And there
49-yard run for Guerra.
Excellent job again, and it's the same thing. They brought their corner up, actually one of their safeties up, and came off the edge, trying to catch him in the backfield. Guerra makes a cut. There he is. 40 yards later, touchdown Wildcats, baby, and that's it. Just a tremendous job, all right, by up front, and great vision by Giovanni. Excellent job by Guerra.
So here comes the extra point attempt for your Wildcats. Here comes the snap, hold, kick is up, kick is looking really good, and it is good, according to the guys in the striped shirts. So with 2:40 to go, it is your Wildcats 21, the Cowboys nothing. We'll be right back with more action right here on K-West. Want to send a big shout out to Cruz Morales chiming in on the K-West hotline. Thank you for making Weslaco's Wildcat football part of your Thursday night. We just want to remind you, if you are watching this online, by all means, feel free to tag your friends and share the link and let people know that your Wildcats are playing phenomenal football here in Brownsville on this Thursday night.
They really are. You know, what it's not quite what I was saying earlier, that we want to take that 3 minutes off. It was a couple plays, and there's Giovanni, boom, in the end zone. So, hey, we'll take it. Absolutely.
So they'll line up to kick. The Wildcats will. As we come back from the timeout. Back deep is Adriel Trevino along with Brandon Reta and Juan Zavala. This one goes in the direction of Trevino again, and it's going to go just wiggling by him and out of the end zone, so it'll be Cowboy football.
Yeah, I thought it may have touched his leg or something, but I guess it didn't. It must have went through because they're setting touchback, and it's going to be on the 25. So,
with that carry, Gio ups his yardage tonight to 169 yards on 12 carries and 3 TDs. So another phenomenal night for Gio Guerra.
He sure is. He's having a great night right now, you know, and I'm sure he's going to credit that big old offensive line and everybody else that's blocking for him. Just a really good, solid game so far by our Wildcats.
So Guerra, the quarterback. He's got Franco in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Franco. A little reverse flea flicker pass, and that one is going into the wind and nowhere. I think he actually slipped out of his hand.
It did slip out of his hand. They did have a receiver out that, just a reverse flea flicker back. All right, and there's number 1 just running free down the field, but he wasn't able to get it out of his hand. And it looked like kind of a,
Yeah, as soon as it was released.
Knuckleball.
Yeah, knuckleball, and that's what I saw. So I thought it going into the wind, but then when I saw the trajectory of it, I said that thing slipped. So here's a replay on the big board if you're watching. And yes, it does slip out of his hand.
Yeah, and
so
good pressure by Granados too in his face. 2nd
and 10, quarterback Garcia keeps it, bounces it outside, and he is shoved out of bounds by Giovanni Barrera. Giovanni, one of those kids that had an excellent game last week as well. he had an interception last week that really just kind of dampened the momentum of the Pace Vikings.
Yeah, Giovanni, obviously along with Jordan Velasquez, they had a great defense, but those two young men have been, playing for the Wildcats for a few years right now, and you can see their experience just coming out, all right? But Giovanni Barrera, he's coming off just where he left off last year, just a tremendous Wildcat football player.
3rd down and 11. Fakes the handoff, Garcia does. He keeps it, and he just is stuffed by that big front of your Wildcats. And the first one to make contact with him was Rodrigo Puentes. And in there as well was Jordan Velasquez.
Exactly. Just a great job, Jordan, filling the hole right there and get there along with Puentes. Tremendous job. We got a flag on the play here. Could be a little extracurricular here after the whistle. And it looks like it's going against the poor Cowboys.
Offense, number 10. Pass the distance to the goal. Opening 4th down. Timeout. Weslaco.
So Weslaco will get the ball back, Coach. You talked about the 3-minute drive, which didn't happen. It was more like a 30-second drive. And so they force the Cowboys to punt the ball. But because of the penalty, they are going to have excellent field position with 1.5 minutes to go here in the first half.
So now we'll take the 1:30 drive. So this should take about 6 seconds on this kick. All right, so that's excellent. And we should, like you said, we should get really good field position. And if Gio can get the kick clean, it may be a short field.
Yeah. So we'll see. We talked about this earlier, Coach. The punter, who is a really good kicker, was having a hard time with the drops on the punts. And with this pressure of the Wildcats and into the wind, we'll see if this plays any games on his head.
Exactly. The snap's been kind of low, a little bit off to the right, so maybe we'll put a little pressure over there on the left side coming off.
And he's in the end zone. So here we go. Here's the punt. Snap.
Low.
Punt is away at the 40. Hop picks up by Guerra at the 47, and he's brought down immediately by Ulysses Davila, and he's brought down about the 46, but there are 2 flags on the play with 1:25 to go. We'll see what those flags are all about.
Yeah, let's see what the flag's about. Good job by Giovanni, picking up the ball and getting what he could, but like you said, number 13 was right down there all over it and did a good job.
So right before the punt, they took themselves back 15 yards and had to punt from the end zone. So now, after the punt, they give the Wildcats 15 yards, and now the Wildcats will begin 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line of the Cowboys.
Exactly what happens. The punt team goes back, and the kid turns around and just, it hits one of our guys in the back with an illegal blindside block. So that's going to get an automatic 15 and really set up our offense for hopefully here another score before halftime.
So here we go. Garza is the quarterback. Rolls out to his right, looking for a receiver. He's got one in Villalobos, and just a little bit, led him a little bit too much.
Yeah, again, run the sprint out to this side, run a stop pattern on the sidelines. He's wide open. The ball's right there, just a little bit off his fingertips. But good blocking up front, great protection. Quarterback was able to get outside, all right, and just a little bit outside.
That stops the clock with 1:19 to go here in the first half. 2nd down and 10. Waiting for the
25-second clock to start.
Yeah.
There it goes.
So here we go. Snap to Garza. Bubble screen down here to Vasquez. Vasquez breaks a tackle. Still on his feet inside the 20. Knocked out of bounds at the 15. What a great move by Vasquez.
Yeah, great job again on the bubble screen. They're playing way off. It's kind of crazy. But Vasquez, number 4, takes the ball and does a great move and eludes a tackler, would-be tackler by the Porter Cowboys, and gets down the field and picks up a good 15 yards right there. Excellent, Paul. Excellent catch by Vasquez.
Yeah, great job there by your Wildcats. Minute 12 to go. Knocked out of bounds, so that stops the clock. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Again, fakes the pass. This time looking in the end zone is Garza, and he's got Villalobos. 15-yard touchdown pass from Garza to Villalobos.
Great job by Garza right there. Good setup. You can see him. He pumps the ball. They hit a seam pattern. Boom, right there. Great play, and great job by Edward Villalobos on the catch. Touchdown, Wildcats. Excellent job. Again, what do you want right before halftime? They give it back to us and play that kind of football. We get it, score, boom. Wildcats going to be right up here.
Okay.
Maybe not. Slow down here.
So we've got a touchdown that just got negated.
Yeah, just got off the board right there. So
that'll be brought back to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 15 for your Wildcats from the 20-yard line of the Cowboys.
It was a great play. Let's just do it again. Here we go. Come on, Wildcats.
Garza to his left. He's got Gio Guerra. Guerra breaks a tackle inside the 15 to about the 12. He's in the field of play, so the clock will continue to move, and we are inside a minute.
Yeah.
The Wildcats still have a timeout.
They sure do. You know, good job there again on the, you know, just a swing out from the backfield to Giovanni. Excellent job.
So 2nd down and 6, ball at the 11. Garza looking out to his right, a little too high for Vasquez to handle. Trying to get to Vasquez out there in the flat.
All right, it looks like right now the Wildcats trying to work on their passing game. You know, and you know, number 2, Javi Garza is doing a great job of throwing the football right now. Got receivers open all over the place right there, and he's doing a fine job. So let's see what happens here. Number 10's coming in the game.
Sergio Martinez is coming onto the field, and he'll go out, break out wide to the left. Guerra will come into the backfield with Garza. 5 seconds on the play clock. Here we go. Hands off to Guerra. Guerra, inside move to about the 6-yard line. They need to get to the 5.
Yeah,
and the Wildcats will call a timeout. Coach Burgett wants a timeout.
Yeah, he's going to call a timeout right here, but a real good call right there. Just a little inside zone play to Guerra right there. He picks up about 5, but he needed another one. So
that's going to bring up a 4th down and maybe 2. Depends on where they spot it exactly. It looks like they're going to spot it at the 7. So the line to gain is going to be the 5. So we've got 27 seconds left here in the first half, and you just got to believe, Coach, that Coach Burgett is going to go for this.
Oh, absolutely. You know, I don't know if he's going to bring his kicking game in or not, but, you know, we'll see. Really, you know, a little bit different, but you know what's good about what I'm seeing right now by the Wildcats? You know, they're showing the rest of this, hey, listen, you know, yeah, we like to run the football. There's no, buts about that thing, but we still can throw the football, all right? And they're able to show that right now, which is really good, and it should pay dividends for them down the road.
Absolutely. So here we go. Wildcats making their way back onto the field. Garza is your quarterback. He's going to be under center. Power eye right. It's going to be the toss to Gio. Gio bouncing off to his right. He's off to the races. Inside the 5, lowers his head, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown.
What a great run by Giovanni right there. Just took it outside on the toss to the right side. Super job. And it all starts up front with David Trevino doing a tremendous job of getting his guy reach and cutting off the inside linebacker play. And boom, touchdown Wildcats. East side, strong side, baby. Here we go.
So the Wildcats with another touchdown here in the first half. 27-0, point after pending. Here's a snap, hold, kick is away, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. So a great job there by Sebastian Caballero for the point after. And now the score is 28-0 with 19 seconds to go here in the first half.
You know, Joey, this is just a complete ball game tonight for our Wildcats. just both sides of the ball, just playing great offensive play and just stifling defense right now. Right now the Porter Cowboys, they can't muster anything on offensively. All right, and our defense is moving the ball. Our defense is fresh. They come on the field, they go 1, 2, 3 out. You got to love this. My hat's off to the coaching staff and all these kids. How a great job they've done this week preparing these kids for this type of football game.
Yeah, you've got to tip your hat to Noel Villarreal, Joe Marlichard, those defensive coordinators, co-defensive coordinators for the Wildcats. They've just done a great job, and that drive there right before the half, 6 plays, 32 yards. And, of course, that was capped by a 7-yard TD run from Gio Guerra, his 4th of the night.
Absolutely. Along with their leader, obviously, Rene Guzman, their defensive coordinator. Just a tremendous job. Got down here. Good coverage again by the kickoff team.
Yeah.
Right, not much to go right there for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Trevino ran the ball about 10 yards and then just saw a sea of gray shirts and didn't know what to do, and they just brought him down to the ground. So there's 12 seconds left to go here in the first half. Cowboys will have the ball at their own 23-yard line.
More and more you see that, on the tackle right there was Jordan Velasquez going down on the kickoff team and stuff like that. You want to put your best defenders on your kickoff team because you don't want anything to break.
Right. Garcia's going to hand the ball off to Franco. Franco is going to go into that heart of the defense and pick up about 3 yards.
Yeah, right there, obviously by Rodrigo Puentes right there on the tackle. All right, good job. What a great half by our Wildcats. Tremendous job, guys. Keep it up.
So we have played one half of football here at Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. And at the end of the first half, it is your Weslaco East Wildcats 28, the Brownsville Porter Cowboys nothing. We'll be back with second half action right here on K-West. What's Don's last name? Ramirez. No, it's Ramirez. It's Ramirez for you. Welcome back. We are at Sam's Memorial Stadium. K-West bringing you Weslaco East Wildcat football. We are about to get underway in the second half, and your Wildcats are making their way back onto the field. And at halftime, it's your Wildcats 28, the Cowboys 0. I am Joe Aguilar, joined by Coach Rock, bringing you all the action. And, Coach, this was all Wildcats the first half.
It sure was. Just a really good, complete first half of this football game. You couldn't ask for a better start of a football game. You know, both sides of the football, especially such a dominant defense. You know, our defense did a good job of getting turnovers, you know, just stopping the Porter Cowboys for minimal at all. And then our offense did a great job of moving the ball, you know, and being productive and putting points on the board. So you couldn't ask for a better first half. If we have a duplicate of the second half, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be as lopsided as the first half was. So hopefully that's the case. And, you know, our Wildcats come out there, you know, we're going to kick it off. Porter gets the ball first, and let's see if we can get another 3 and out right now. That'd be great to start the second half. Let's go, Wildcats. East side, strong side, baby. Here we go.
Well, Coach, you talk about the defense and how they dominated in the first half. They only gave up 27 total yards to the Porter Cowboys, 13 yards on the ground and 14 in the air. The Cowboys also suffered on the penalty side, 8 penalties for 62 yards. The kickoff is away the direction of Trevino. He's going to pick it up or receive it at about the 16-yard line, and he's hit at the 21-yard line by Paulo Gonzalez. He's the first one to make contact, and he's going to be brought down immediately after about a 12-yard return maybe?
At the most, great job there by Pablo getting down in his lanes and stuff. He was the first one right at the ball, and he did a good job at holding up the return man, and then the rest of the defense came and just wiped it out. So good job by our kickoff team.
Offensively, Gio Guerra, 14 carries, 179 yards for 4 touchdowns. Javier Garza had 7 carries for 36 yards, 5 of 9 for passing for 51 yards. So great offensive output by your Wildcats here in the first half. And now starting the second half, little play action. Garcia looking for a receiver, couldn't find anything, and he's brought down for a sack by Leo Guerra.
Yeah, good job right there by Leo Guerra on the sack. Quarterback, you can see he's trying to get to a receiver, but he had nobody open, so he has to bring the ball back down. By the time he brings the ball back down, defense is all over him.
So there's a loss of 1 on the play, second down and 11. 2 receivers to each side of the football. Zavala in the backfield with Garcia. Garcia looks like he's audibling at the line of scrimmage. It's a quarterback draw. And nowhere for him to go.
Yeah, good job right there. Again, a little quarterback draw. It looks like a quarterback counter because he steps it back one way and comes back the other way. And there wasn't much there. He did push the pile to get a little bit of yardage right there, but not much going on right there, especially with big number 66 in the middle there, Rodrigo Puentes. Good job of getting a great stop there, along with the rest of the defense with Granados and Velasquez and Valadez and the rest of them.
Juarez in there as well. So third down and 4. Fakes the handoff to Zavala. He's going to keep it, run up the field. He's going to throw the ball, but I don't know where he was at when he threw the ball and if he was maybe across the line of scrimmage, because that was very close, but he did get hit really hard. Garcia did.
He did, there's somebody on the ground right there. I don't know if it's Garcia or not, but a really good job by our defense right there. Again, getting a 3 and out right here because the Porter Cowboys are going to have to punt the ball over to the back to the Wildcats right now. So we start this second half, but we do have a Porter Cowboy on the ground.
Yeah, so there's a timeout on the field. We'll take one alongside of them. You're enjoying Wildcat football right here on K-West. Well, I want to invite all of you guys online to just share the link, let people know you're enjoying Wildcat football, and that this is a great one. 28-0, your Wildcats are up. Coach, we talked about how great the Wildcats looked in the first half, and they come out in the second half, and it looks like a 3 and out to begin the second half, just the way they started the first half.
Exactly. They're not missing a beat. It's the same thing. Obviously, when they went inside, talk to the kids, say, here's maybe a little bit. How do you adjust this? No, there's no adjustment. Just keep playing Wildcat football and keep getting after it, So, they came out, and they're all fired up, and I'm fired up, and here we go. The fans are all around here. We got a good little crowd right here tonight to watch the Wildcats. They always draw, and these parents love their children, man. They do a great job supporting their kids here at Wesco East, so it's awesome to see this.
Welcome back. 4th down for the Porter Cowboys. Ball at their own 28-yard line. They send on the punting team. Low snap, punt is away, and it's a good one. Vasquez is back to return this one, but he gets away from it, and it takes a Wildcat bounce, and now it takes a Cowboy bounce, and it is checking up at the 41-yard line, and that's where your Wildcats will take over in the first offensive series of the second half.
Yeah, that kind of looks like last week. We were starting inside, on the other side of the 40-yard line a whole bunch. So that holds good for the Wildcats because, now we got, 60, basically about 59 yards to travel to get some points right here.
We got a new quarterback in on the game, and that's going to be Avery Bowen. Avery Bowen had a great game last week. We'll go over what he did in just a little bit. Fakes the handoff to Vasquez. He's going to keep it, and he's at the 50, 45, 40, 30, 20. Cuts inside, breaks a tackle, stiff arms, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah.
A 59-yard TD on the first play from scrimmage in the second half for Avery Bowen.
Yeah, just the zone read. You see the motion coming across. He puts it in the DB's hand, the running back's hand, takes it, boom, right up the middle. Great job up front of blocking, open up the hole. Bowen all the way to the touchdown. Wildcat touchdown. East side, strong side. There you go, Wildcats. Way to start. Both sides of the ball, defense and offense. That's Wildcat football, baby.
Sebastian Caballero on to attempt the extra point. Snap is a little high, but it really grabbed and brought down. The kick is up, and it is good. A good job by Sergio Martinez to just grab that and put it on the tee for Caballero, and now it's 35-0 Wildcats.
Exactly. Just a good job, our Wildcats coming from inside and coming out here, staying composed and doing a great job. 3 and out on defense, couple plays, offense, touchdown, Wildcats!
You know, we mentioned Avery Bowen had a great game last week, and he ran for 120 yards on 17 carries and 1 TD. And he also threw a touchdown pass for 9 yards. And, of course, that one was to Edward Villalobos. So Avery Bowen picking up where he left off last week as well. And he had a 59-yard touchdown run to start the second half for your Wildcats. So on to kick the ball away for your Wildcats is Pedro Espinosa.
What was great about that run right there by Bowen around the 10-yard line, they had him stopped and grabbed him. He just kept running. He kept fighting them off, pushing them off, grabbing it. You're not going to deny me this touchdown. Boom! Touchdown.
Reta Trevino back to go, and it's Trevino at about the 6-yard line. Looking for some room, and he's got some on the right side. Good return to about the 31-yard line. 25-yard return for Trevino, and the Cowboys will begin their second offensive series of the second half at their own 31-yard line.
Yeah, good job right there by Silva Rangel, you know, getting the stop on the edge right there. He did a good job of staying in his lane, saw it break outside. He obviously, the container that side, did a good job of keeping it inside and getting the stop.
So there's a flag on the play, and that's against the Wildcats. So they're going to move the ball up to the 35, and that's where the Cowboys will begin their second offensive series here in the second half. Garcia, the quarterback, he's got Franco in the backfield, and he's got 2 receivers to each side of the football. Snap is away, handoff is to Franco. Franco trying to bust it out to the outside, but he is brought down quickly by Jonathan Granados.
Yeah, nothing there. Jonathan did a great job of slow playing it right there. He saw it, got down the line, and got a piece of him, and then the rest of Jordan Velasquez and the rest of them came and, boom, wiped up the tackle. Great job, great patience by Granados.
Yeah, so that's a pickup of 2 yards. It'll bring up a second down and 8. Ball at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, you see on that play, they want the defensive end to suck in right there, but he did a good job of staying down the line.
So once again, Franco in the backfield with Garcia. He's going to roll out to his right, and it's a pass to Franco. And Franco had to see those gray jerseys coming his way because he took his eye off the ball.
He sure did. You know, it hit him right in the hands. But, again, like you said, I think he heard footsteps. And the biggest footsteps right there came from Adrian Wattis. Tremendous job from his outside linebacker position. And he saw it. He saw it from the beginning. He was on them pretty quick.
Yeah, Juarez, Granados, along with Barrera, they were all in the vicinity. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Cowboys. Franco in the backfield. Once again, you got 2 receivers to each side of the football. Garcia, they're going to send a man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Now he's going to run out to his left. Looking for some running room. Looking to get to the sticks. And no way he was going to get there because breaking on him was Gianni Barrera.
Yeah, good job by, you know, just, again, being patient with Gianni Barrera right there. It looked like Garcia was going to get the first down, but, boy, Gianni came off and, he took a beeline straight to the sideline, and they're about 2-3 yards short now. So probably the punt team again.
And they are sending on the punt team. So again, the defense of the Wildcats continues to flex their muscles and not allowing the Cowboys a first down. So on the punt is going to be Isaac Acevedo. It's a good punt. Vasquez is back to return this one. It's going to let it roll. And it takes a Cowboy roll down to about the 10-yard line. and that's where it's going to be down, and that's where your Wildcats will begin this next offensive series of the night.
Yeah, they're a little bit far back right here, but now this is where we got to just get a little methodical, just great little movement, pick up first downs, keep the chains moving right now, and get those first downs that you want, just a little move, and take some time off this clock and just go on down and hopefully get a score out of this also.
Absolutely. You want to continue to keep that offense doing what they've been doing all night long, because this is just the second game of the season, and you just want to make sure that you're crisp, because there's been just so much time off. There's just been so much different things going on because of COVID. You know, you just want to make sure that your team is ready to roll. So the first play from scrimmage is a pass, and it was incomplete, so that'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, just a stop pattern out here. The ball looked like it was there. It just went through his hands right there. So, again, we'll get a 2nd down right here. But good protection up front. Quarterback had plenty of time to throw the football.
Yeah, that offensive line has been opening holes, protecting the quarterback. They've been doing what they need to be doing tonight. Bowen in at quarterback here for the second offensive series of the night. Bobbles a snap, keeps it, he's running. He's at the 20, bounces outside. Now he cuts inside at the 30 and finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Pickup of 24. So Bowen in 2 carries has 59 yards and 24 yards.
Yeah, a really good job. Again, the inside zone read right there, and Bowen reads it really well. And he's real patient on that run because it was set up by his blockers and stuff, and you could see him, boom, he picks his hole and picks up a great first down for our Wildcats.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Looking to throw the ball. He does. It's caught at the 42-yard line, and that's going to be another Wildcat first down as the receiver is able to make his way up to about the 45-yard line. And on the receiving end of that pass was Omari Bowen.
Exactly.
The little brother.
Good job right there. You know, again, great protection, but the ball was in it, you know, boom, in his hands, boom, 3-step drop, and out to little Bowen right there, and a good job.
1st and 10 Wildcats. Bowen out to Villalobos. Caught inside Cowboy territory to the 42-yard line. Let's go back one play, Coach. How many times has that happened in the backyard of the Bowen household?
I would imagine for a lot of years, you know, there's about 5 boys. They're not little anymore. They're all growing up, you know, that kind of stuff. But they've been doing that for a while. Absolutely. You know, a good job right there by Edward Villalobos and a good job by Avery Bowen getting the ball out to him. They're running just a deep comeback pattern, and the ball is getting out of his hands really well, really sweet.
So Bowen has 3 receivers to his left. He's going to roll out to his left. Now he's going to cut up the field. He's got a little bit of running room, and now he's corralled by the Cowboys inside the 40 at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that time.
But there is a flag.
There's a flag on the ground. But that time, you know, Bowen outside, you know, he's sprinting out to the left, and he sees that everybody's covered, so he said, oh, I'm going to tuck it and go a little bit. Picked up some yardage here, but let's see what this flag is.
Here's the referee.
There is no final play, so they're like before we keep talking about.
Okay, so there was a goof up, and so they're going to say the play stands, and it's going to be 2nd down and about 3, maybe 4. We'll see where they mark it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they just picked the flag up right there. They thought that one of the receivers covered up another receiver, but that didn't happen.
So 2nd down and 4, ball at the 37-yard line. Bowen snap, keeps it, hit, and brought down at the 35.
Yeah, a little quarterback draw right there, and not much going on that play. Good job by the Porter Cowboy defense.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Again, we're in 4th down territory, obviously, right now, so we got 2 downs here to make up these 2 yards.
So you've got Bowen in at quarterback. At running back, you got Jonathan Valadez. So we'll see what they decide to do here. Bowen rolls out to his right. He cuts up the field. He's at the 35, breaks a few tackles. Now he goes the other direction, gets into about the 34-yard line, and from where I'm sitting, he may be a yard short.
Yeah, a little bit short right there. he takes the snap. He looks like he's going to go right, but then he cuts it back to the left. And the Porter Cowboys defense was just waiting there for him. So now you got 4th and about 1. Picked up about 1 yard on that play, but again, 4th and 1. We got a timeout by our Wildcats.
So we've got a timeout on the field. We're going to take one as well. We've got 5:35 to go here in the third. Your Wildcats lead 35-0. We'll be back with more Wildcat football right here on K-West. Well, Coach Bowen has come out and he's really flexed what he's able to do here on this field. He's able to run with the ball and he's able to throw the ball.
Absolutely. You can see that. There's a lot of talented kids on this football team. And what I'm seeing in this game as opposed to the first game, in the first game they did a good job. I'm not saying anything like that. But what I'm seeing is that there's a lot of rust falling off right now, because they haven't been able to play any football, that kind of stuff. So you're starting to see kids that, this is what coaches talk about in practice and stuff. This is what we need to do. All right, so you're starting to see that kind of stuff, all right? And we're starting to see them, develop and as a football team, and they're getting closer and closer, and you can see these things happening, and they're making their blocks, and they're not missing these things, and you don't see these kind of mistakes like we may saw in the first game. So they're just starting to get into it.
Welcome back, Sam's Memorial Stadium. 4th and 1 for your Wildcats. Fakes the handoff to Vasquez. Bowen keeps it inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. That's going to be plenty of room for a first down.
Exactly. Zone read over there to the left side. Again, open up some great, great hole there by Robert Torres and Pedro Posada. So good job, Bowen, on the zone read right there, and picked up the necessary yardage for the first down.
Yeah, while we were away, Coach, you talked about the rust. The Cowboys have already played 3 games. This is our 4th game. This is only the 2nd game for the Wildcats.
Exactly.
Bowen looking for Vasquez. Caught over the shoulders. Got some room. Knocked out of bounds. That they're picking up about 9, maybe 10 yards. We'll see where they officially spot it and if they're able to move the chains again. But a great grab there by Vasquez.
Exactly. That was going to be my point exactly, Joey. Over the shoulder. That's not an easy catch, and that's a long throw from that angle. So great job by Jay Vasquez right there on the receive on catching that football.
They'll give him 9 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 1. Bowen looking to his right, going to the end zone. Villalobos. We'll see if there's a flag. There was a little bit of a tussle there in the end zone, but there's no flag. So good, clean play by the secondary of the Cowboys. And so that just goes up as an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe that ball was a little bit uncatchable, whatever it be, but it didn't look like the defender was coming back for the football. You just kind of, in high school football, you got to do that. You got to still look back.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 for your Wildcats. Bowen, Vargas in the backfield with Bowen. Now he shifts over to the right. Snap is low, and the Cowboys have it. That one got away from the quarterback. It was low, and Jose Charles was there quickly to grab it, take it away, and now it's Cowboy football.
He did. It looked like Ball was on top of it, but it looked like Charles got underneath it and just pulled it away. So good job by Charles there, obviously on the spot right there to get that errant snap.
Yeah, first mistake that we've seen on the side of the Wildcats. They've been playing pretty good football, and they continue to play good football, but that was the first miscue we see by the Wildcats. So with 4:40 to go here in the third, it is now Cowboy football at their own 22-yard line. Garcia is the quarterback. He's going to fake the handoff. Now he's going to roll out to his right. Pass is a little over the head of the intended receiver, Gunnar Williams. But in that area was Jesse James Garcia, who almost came down with another interception.
He sure did, boy. Just right over his fingertips right there. Good job by Jesse J. Garcia. He, right there where he needs to be. Defender the receiver got a little bit behind him, but our safety was over top of it. So even if we would have got out, I think our safety was there. But good job by our corner over there.
Garcia. Franco, he's going to hand the ball off to Franco. Franco, with a little bit of room, going to pick up about 6 yards.
Yeah, a little draw play there by Franco. All right, but still, super job up front. Led there by number 52, Ivan Ordonez.
So they're going to credit him with about 5 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. We got 4:10 to go here in the 3rd.
3rd and 5 for the Cowboys. Most on the 27.
Jose Saldaña now in the backfield with the quarterback Garcia. They're going to send Williams in motion. Quarterback keeper. Garcia looking for some room, and he's brought down by Velasquez. We'll see where they mark it because that's very close to a 1st down.
Yeah, it was real close there, but good job by Jordan Velasquez to fill the hole real quick. It looks like they got the 1st down. And that might be their first down of the game.
You might be right, Coach. I don't think I've chalked up a 1st down for the Cowboys tonight. So 3.5 minutes to go here in the 3rd.
They got a little bit different here. They got their quarterback sprint out here on the outside here. Kevin Garcia's to the wide out here. So
yeah, they've got in the
number 8.
In the Wildcat, Jose Saldaña. And he's going to keep it, go right up the middle, pick up about 5 yards.
Yeah. Again, a good job there filling the hole by Jordan Velasquez on the tackle right there, along with number 40, Rangel.
So they'll send a man in motion to the right. That's going to be Gonzalez. Garcia rolls out to his right and gets the ball to Williams. And Williams is brought down after about a 6-yard reception, and that'll be another Cowboy 1st down.
Yeah, that was a good pitch and catch right there by Kevin Garcia over to Williams. But our secondary, like last week, there's a lot of, passes that were, delivered on the money, but our secondary did such a great job of tackling. They're still doing the same thing tonight.
So 2 receivers to each side of the ball. They're going to send Williams in motion again. Fake the jet sweep. They're going to hand the ball off to Saldaña, but there's some whistles. And initial, from what I can see up here, that's going to be a false start on the Cowboys. It'll move them back 5 yards.
Yeah, a little motion, and their left tackle jumped out of his stance and because he was pulling to that side, but the ball hadn't snapped. So, again, they lose 5 yards because of it.
So that'll make it 1st down and 15. We've got under 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Gonzalez and Reta at the bottom of your screen. Empty backfield for Garcia. They'll bring Gonzalez in tight. Garcia straight drop. Loses the ball, and it is recovered by Leo Guerra. That one just fell right into his hands.
It sure did. Quarterback came, he goes back, and he's coming up the pocket, and it all collapses on him. The ball's out. So what do you call that? Strip sack. There you go, Wildcats. Excellent.
So the Wildcats, after they fumble the ball, get it right back. The defense does the offense a little favor and say, hey, okay, here, let me get you the ball back. And so once again, your Wildcats come back out on offense with 1:25 to go here in the 3rd. Avery Bowen back in at quarterback. He's got Villalobos in the backfield with him. Vasquez in motion. Fakes the handoff to Villalobos. He's going to keep it. He's running right up the middle inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, they're the Wildcats again on the zone read right there. Avery sees a hole, and he's up in the hole real quick, and he's up there for about 12, 13 yards right there for another 1st down for you Wildcats. Here you go.
They spotted at the 25, so that'll be 14. So Avery Bowen, if not already, is over 100 yards rushing in the 3rd quarter. So again, he's got Villalobos in the backfield. Vasquez in motion. Hands the ball off to Villalobos. Villalobos off the left side. We got a flag. He's inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line. That's usually in the area of holding.
Yeah, usually about that, but and you're exactly right, Joy. We get a holding call right here, but again, we just got to overcome the penalty right here. It's been a pretty clean game, not that holding's unclean or anything, but, there hasn't been a lot of penalties tonight at all.
So that holding call will bring them back to the 35-yard line and bring up a first down and 20 for your Wildcats. I don't think we've said that tonight.
No, we've been moving the chains pretty easily tonight.
Yeah, pretty efficiently and playing pretty good football, pretty clean football, as you mentioned, Coach.
Yes.
Not a lot of penalties on the side of the Wildcats. And, you know, that's what exactly the kind of football Coach Mike Burgett loves to see.
Absolutely. Got something going on here. Let's see what's being dialed out here. Kids coming in and out of the field. So they have a guy hurt, so he's up, and that's good. That young man's walking off on his own, so that's good to see. Yeah,
they've got a little different personnel than what we saw in the first half, Coach. You know, so they're going to make sure everybody knows what's going on. And of course, you know, because of COVID, it's a week-to-week trial. You know, we've seen so many games canceled because of infections, and so you just never know what kind of personnel you'll have week in and week out. So, you know, Coach Burgett really getting his team ready for whatever they'll have to face.
Absolutely. You got a lot of different packages, a few different packages and little different wrinkles this year.
That they do. Avery with a back draw, middle screen to Villalobos. And he gets up inside the 30, and that's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, you know, that's a good job right there on the middle screen right there by the quarterback, you know, because they let everybody come in, and that's what you want to do when you run a middle screen right there. And he does a good job of, you know, getting his depth and getting the ball over the defenders and dropping it in there. And he was almost close to, you know, getting a really big run out of that. But a good job by one of their linebackers staying home and making the play.
Second down and 15. So we run out of time in the third quarter. So we played 3 here at Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville. And at the end of 3, it is your Weslaco East Wildcats 35, the Porter Cowboys 0. We'll be back with the final quarter right here on K-West. Well, Coach, as you mentioned earlier, the Wildcats really haven't had a lot of time to prepare. You know, this is their second game, so a lot of different things that they're working on, trying to scrape some of that rust off, shake it off. And welcome back. We are just about to get underway here in the fourth quarter at Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville. K-West bringing you Wildcat football. We've played 3, and at the end of 3, it is your Wildcats 35, the Cowboys 0. Coach, great game by the Wildcats.
Absolutely. You know, I love a lot of things that the Wildcats are doing tonight. They're showing a lot of different stuff. All right, so whoever they're going to play next, they're going to have to work a lot of different things here.
They send Vasquez in motion. Bowen keeps it. He's tripped up. Coming back from the defensive secondary position is Jose Charles to trip up Bowen. He's the guy that recovered that fumble just a little while ago.
Yeah, you know, they've been doing a lot of that, you know, throughout this game, you know, rolling up their safeties and bringing them and that kind of stuff. That time they guessed right and got his ankles, and, you know, now it brings out 3rd and about 13. All right, for our Wildcats, again, I think we're in 2-down territory here. So we got basically 2 plays here to make up this 13 yards.
So 3rd down for your Wildcats. Looks like they're going to blitz. Bowen looking to his left, gets it out to Vasquez. Vasquez shakes a tackle, makes a move, getting inside to about the 35, and it's going to bring up a 4th, 10, maybe 11.
Yeah, just threw a little hitch over here to number 4, to Vasquez, and, you know, and did a good job of making the first guy miss, but then the rest of the secondary converged on him. But tremendous job here. Now brings up about 4th and about 11.
Just underway here in the 4th. 4th down for your Wildcats. Eight seconds on the play clock. Coach Burgett is going to call a timeout and talk things over. You know, Coach, you know, one of the things that you mentioned, we've seen the Wildcats with a lot of different formations. They've got a little different personnel this year. And so you've got, in my eyes, a little bit more depth at quarterback position, something that we have not seen in a few years, where you've got two effective quarterbacks on this team.
You're right. You know, they've been developing quarterbacks throughout the system and stuff. But, you know, the last few years, you got Ramsey Boskins had to come from the secondary to play quarterback and, you know, some different kids and stuff like that. But you can see that they've got a lot of depth right there. Obviously, you know, with Javi Garza and Avery Bowen, and they both bring, you know, different things to the table, and both are very talented young men, you know, and they do a great job of playing football. So that's what I see, and I see the coaches, they're adjusted to their personnel a lot, you know, so I'm seeing that, and I think it's going to make them a much dangerous team.
Oh, yeah. So here we go, 4th down for your Wildcats. They're going to send Vasquez in motion. Fakes the handoff. Now Bowen with the ball. Throws it. Villalobos catches it. He's inside the 15 to the 11-yard line. And what a pass from Bowen, hitting Villalobos on the run. And Villalobos, with great concentration in traffic, comes down with it and shoved out of bounds at the 11.
And what you simply saw there was your RPO, run pass option right there. You can see him right there faking it, boom, and Avery can even take it, or he saw the seam open, boom, and he hits him right there in stride to Villalobos. Great job. There's your what? RPO. Everybody talks about run pass option, and there it was.
So 1st and 10 for your Wildcats. Bowen in at quarterback. Vasquez in motion. Fakes the handoff. Bowen keeps it. Breaks a few tackles. Carries a few Cowboys down to the 5-yard line.
Again, a little zone read right there. And Bowen keeps it off the zone read, off the motion, and picks up a good 5 yards right there. Good job. And great blocking up front. You know, the whole right side there with, you know, Mark Ochoa and Zeke Negrete and all those guys just doing a tremendous job of opening up holes for Mr. Bowen.
2nd down for the Wildcats. Bowen, this time to the left side. Tripped up, brought down, gets inside the 5 to the 4. So pick up 2 yards on that one.
Yeah, really good job there, again, by Jose Charles, all right, coming in and making the play. So, you know, they're bringing him in a lot. You know, obviously down here everything's restricted, so your safeties are uptight anyway, but good job by Charles again.
3rd down for your Wildcats. Vasquez in motion. They fake the handoff. Bowen hit hard, and he's brought down at the 1-yard line. Eric Melendez hit Bowen, and that's one of the few times that someone actually stops Bowen.
He does, but you see Bowen still fights for, you know, he's right there inside the 1-yard line. So, you know, it was a great collision right there, but good job both sides of the ball, I would think. But now we got 1st and goal, so you got in great shape right. You're 1st and goal inside the 1. That's where you want to be if you're down there.
Exactly. So here we go. 4 downs from the 1-yard line is what they've got to work with. But doesn't look like they only need the first one. Bowen is in there for a touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, just a quarterback sneak over to the left side. Bowen sees that's where the hole is, and he finds it. That's a good thing about, you know, running quarterback sneak, and that's what you're told. You find the hole and hit it. All right, and not that it hurts that it's right over Mr. Posada's side. So, you know, and a great movement right there. He pushes that whole side right there, and Bowen just walks in, you know, right behind him.
So this time they're going to send in Pedro Espinosa to attempt the point after. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So Pedro Espinosa adds the point after. And with 8:10 to go here in the ball game, it is now your Wildcats 42, the Cowboys 0. We'll be right back with more action right here on K-West. Welcome back. We are at Sam's Memorial Stadium in Brownsville, Texas. 8:10 to go here in the ball game. Your Wildcats up by a score of 42-0. That last drive for your Wildcats, 9 plays, 61 yards, capped off by a 1-yard TD run from Avery Bowen.
You know what, Joey? Not that I failed to say it, but absolutely great drive right there. And what's it capped off with? 1-yard plunge, east side, strong side, touchdown Wildcats! There you go, baby.
So on the kick for your Wildcats is Caballero. Caballero, one out to about the 16-yard line, and that's going to be Reta. Bounces it out to his left, looking for some running room, and he just kind of waltzes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 16-yard return for Reta.
Yeah, good job there by Joe Lugo. Getting to the tackle and forcing him to the sidelines. Super job going down the field by Joe Lugo.
So the Cowboys will begin this next offensive series at their own 32-yard line. Their last series, they were able to pick up 2 first downs, and that was about it. So Garcia in at quarterback. He's got Franco in the backfield. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Gonzalez in motion. They're going to hand the ball off to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez is going to get maybe a yard on that play because out there, ready and waiting for him was Jonathan Granados.
Exactly. Just a good job by the total defense right there. They're reading the line. Obviously the guys up front for Porter Cowboys trying to reach them, so they know the ball is going to come out there. And it's coming from a long way, so it's that jet sweep type action right there. But Wildcats weren't fooled; they were right there on the play.
They got Zavala this time in the backfield. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Gonzalez again in motion. They're going to fake the handoff and give it to Gonzalez. And Gonzalez can't get anywhere because, again, the Wildcat front line is not budging.
No, really good job there by Josue Morales right there on the tackle from his defensive end position. Super job there along with Pedro Espinosa.
So 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, the Cowboys right there, they try to run that jet sweep again, and then they ran the inside zone off of it, but nothing doing.
Under 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. Garcia looking out to his left, is being pressured. Now he's on the run, and he is sacked. Great pressure there from Gabriel Villarreal along with Marcus Garza. They were just breathing down the neck of Garcia.
Yeah, he did a good job from the start from his defensive line position, and he pushed that offensive lineman all the way back into Garcia and just disrupt the whole football play. Just a tremendous job right there, like you said. So again, 4th down, and they're going to have to punt the ball back to the Wildcats. And again, the Wildcats should be set up with some pretty good field position.
Yeah, on that sack, it pushes them back to the 27, 4th and 15. So Acevedo punting, Vasquez at the 40, and he's going to muff the ball. And again, look who's back there for the Cowboys. That's Ulysses Davila. He's going to pick up the ball, and he's going to take it into the end zone, but they're going to say no, he was dropped at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, just a little mistake on our, from our special teams right there. But trying to make a play, trying to get the ball, but it muffs and they pick it up, and it's going to be the Cowboys' ball right here around the 30-yard line.
Referee's going to give us the information. All right, didn't hear what he had to say, but it's 1st down Cowboys at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he was touched by a defender.
So 1st and 10 Cowboys. Reta in the back. The quarterback is Garcia. Franco in the backfield with them. They're going to fake the handoff to Zavala and give it to Franco, and Franco is going to go nowhere. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great job there by Jordan Velasquez. He reads it. A little cross action right there, and Franco keeps the ball, but Jordan's not fooled. He steps up in the hole and makes a great tackle.
Well, they're going to give him a yard on the play down to the 29-yard line. 2nd down and 9. 5:22 left in this one.
Yeah, the Wildcats are starting to substitute some football players right now. We got 2 new inside linebackers out there right now.
Yeah, and some defensive backs as well. Garcia rolling out to his right, under pressure. Again, pressure being brought by Leo Guerra.
Yeah, great job, Leo Guerra. Coming off his left edge right there. He was right into Kevin's face really fast, into Garcia's face. So good pressure by Leo Guerra.
Yeah, intended receiver was Cordova, but the Wildcats had 2 men out there in the flat watching him. Josiah Chavarin along with Silver Rangel. No, it's not Silver.
They call it a defensive holding penalty on us right here, and it gets an automatic first down. So
that's going to move the ball inside the 20 to the 15-yard line, and this is the deepest possession for the Cowboys. So the Cowboys 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, 14-yard line of the Wildcats. Garcia will keep it. Looking for some running room. He's got a little bit inside the 10 to about the 9.
Yeah, good job right there from Josue Morales falling back inside and making the stop on Garcia, number 82.
So they're going to give him 5 yards on that carry. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 5 from the 9-yard line. Zavala in the backfield with Garcia. He's going to block for Garcia. Garcia trying to bounce it out to his left. He was coming behind his right tackle, was nothing doing, trying to bounce it out to his left, but that front surge of the Wildcats had his lineman in his face.
It really did. It starts with Marcus Garza from his defensive tackle position, just getting a great push up the field. They're trying to go there, but they're knocking the offensive lineman back. You can see that. When those offensive linemen's heads go up and the defenders are under, they're going backwards, and you're trying to cut back. It's not easy to do.
Absolutely not. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 for the Cowboys. Under 4 minutes to go. Fakes the handoff. Garcia looking to run. He can't. The Wildcats are all over him, and he's just going to throw it out of bounds. And Silver Rangel was the first one to make his presence felt there in the face of Garcia.
He sure did. Silver did a great job of coming off the block and getting there, but keeping great contain and keeping the quarterback inside. And he's just got to sprint to the sidelines. There ain't much he can do but just get rid of the football.
Well, we're going to get to see Acevedo attempt a field goal. Now, I hate to say this, Coach, but we were in awe by this young man in the pregame.
Kid's got a live foot. We'll see what happens when he's get a little pressure.
Yeah, that is true. So it's going to be about a 27-yard field goal for Acevedo. Kick is up, away, and it is good.
Yeah.
So with 3:33 to go in the ball game, the Cowboys get on the board with a 27-yard field goal from Acevedo, and the score is now your Wildcats 42, your Cowboys 3.
Yeah, it's just it's set up by obviously a good special teams play by the Porter Cowboys to get that muff punt. All right, and get the football, and that sets them up in a short field. And anytime, if you're looking at high school football, anytime you get a short field, most of the time it can turn into points against you or points for you, depending on who you are, that kind of thing. So that happens, and good kick there by number 40 for your Porter Cowboys. And like you said earlier, we were watching him, and he's got a live leg. That Isaac Acevedo did a good job because Holder had to get the ball down. It was kind of a low snap, but he had to get it on the tee, and he did, and Acevedo put it through the uprights.
Yeah, that was the quarterback. Kevin Garcia was the holder, so he did a good job there. They're going to send Bowen and Vasquez back deep to return this one. Acevedo puts the tee down at the 40. 3:33 left in this contest. Wildcats up by a score of 42-3. Another low kick, so I think that's by design, Coach. Vasquez going to pick it up at the 13-yard line, looking for some blocks. Cuts it out to his right, still on his feet, 25-30. 35, finally knocked out of bounds, and we'll see where he stepped out. They're going to say the 34-yard line, and so your Wildcats will begin this next offensive series at the 34-yard line of the Cowboys.
Yeah, nice little return there by Jay Vasquez. He looks like he's going to go inside. He sees a hole outside and does a good job of trying to get around the corner right there. Picks up some yardage because obviously, this isn't the best field position we've had to start this half, but he did a good job of getting the ball up the field a little bit for us.
So 1st and 10 for your Wildcats Ball at the 34-yard line. And we've got another quarterback, Ashton Guajardo, in at quarterback for your Wildcats. Timeout called by Coach Burgett.
Yeah, right now they're, obviously they're trying to get some other kids that haven't been on the field tonight and get them on the field. So they're gonna have to regroup a little bit here and talk and get the formations and all that kind of stuff. So some of these kids, obviously, maybe this is the first time they've been on the field for this season right now. So which is good. When you get up this much, you want to play all your kids, and because every one of these kids work really hard. They practice hard all week long, and they want to get in the football game.
That is so very true, Coach. You work hard all week long, and you definitely want to get your name called over the loudspeakers and, of course, on K-West as well. So, again, we got a new quarterback in, Ashton Guajardo. In the backfield is Giancarlo Ortiz. Two receivers to each side of the field. Guajardo, the quarterback, looks to pass. He keeps the ball, is running with it. Breaks some tackle, 35-40. He lowers his head, gets across to about the 44-yard line. We'll see where they spot it, but they're going to move the chains, and they'll place it at the 45. So that is a 12-yard pickup for Ashton Guajardo on his first play from scrimmage tonight.
Absolutely. Great job by Ashton right there. Ashton saying, hey, here I'm getting the snap. I think I'm going to throw the football. Everything's collapsing. Boom, I'll just take it up the middle and fight and get a first down. Great run by Ashton.
So 1st and 10 for your Wildcats. 2:45 left to go in the ball game. Ortiz in the background with Guajardo. In the backfield with Guajardo. Two receivers to each side of the field. And we've got a whistle. I don't see a flag, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's back here. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I saw the umpire rocking up, but I didn't see a flag, and the back judge has the flag. He's the one that threw it, so Here we go. So 1st and 15 from the 40. Guajardo, pass. Get in the hands quickly to his receiver, and that's Jared Bettis, and that is about an 8-9 yard pickup. So they make up the penalty and then some, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and about 6.
Yeah, good job right here with a deep type of comeback pattern right there by Jared Pettis catching the ball. And good job by Guajardo delivering it to him.
So 2nd down for your Wildcats. Same formation. This time he hands it off to Ortiz. Ortiz is met in the backfield and brought down quickly. And again, Jose Charles is coming from his defensive back position and just jumping the gap and hitting the running back as soon as he's touching the football.
That's definitely what their game plan was today. Get that extra defender in the box and try to stop the run for your Wildcats.
Little bubble screen out here to your right. The intended receiver is Devin Cantu. And he makes a lot of Cowboys miss and then finally is pushed out of bounds and then pushed again even further out of bounds, and that's why we have flags.
Yeah, when you get hit that second time, you're already about 4 yards out of bounds. You get hit. It should garner a flag, and it did tonight. Good job right there, on the catch right there by Devin Cantu. And then making a guy miss and getting up the sidelines. He already had the first down before the 15 yards, so good job right there again. Again, we're seeing a lot of gun from the Wildcats, especially in the second half. All right, so they're showing a lot of versatility of their offense.
Well, Guajardo has had a good run. He's got a second good run, and he's had a couple of good passes. So we're seeing a lot of good things out of this young man, Ashton Guajardo.
We sure are, and that's a good thing about young men in Texas high school football. You get your chance to get on the field and play. I want to show Coach, hey, Coach, I can play football too, baby. Here we go. So good job by Ashton.
Yeah, Ashton is saying, I was built for Friday Night Lights.
There you go.
And in this case, Thursday Night Lights. So here we go. 2nd down for your Wildcats. Guajardo looking to his right. Makes a guy miss, make 2 miss, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 8.
Yeah, he did a good job of, avoiding Mr. De La Torre's tackle right there, but didn't get by number 55. So.
Yeah,
Not bad,
Eric Melendez was in there as well. And now we are under a minute to go, 47 seconds exactly in the ball game. So literally maybe just 2 more plays in this one, it's going to be over. So, well, how do the lines up? Gets his offense going. He's going to keep it. Runs out to his left. And he's going to be brought down after about a 4-yard pickup. And they don't have to run another play.
No, that's just about it. And just a great game tonight by our Wildcats. Obviously, to watch these kids, this is their second ball game of the year, and you can tell that they're just growing. From last week to this week, you can see them just getting a little better, and they're just playing really a complete football game tonight. All right, but there's still going to be a lot of stuff on film that you can see that I'm going to correct. I'm going to do this, and then we're going to see them next Friday night when they come home. Actually, they'll be back home next Friday against Brownsville veterans. So, and that should be another, fine game for our Cowboys. So, for our Wildcats. So it's going to be a heck of a game for them.
Well, the clock has gone down to all zeros, so the game is officially over. Your Wildcats win 42-3. Want to thank our K-West camera crew and everybody here that helped put this broadcast together. We got Don Ramirez, Val Zamora, Mike Palacios, Vinny Berry, Mike Gonzalez down there giving us the stats for tonight. I am Joe Aguilar, joined as always by Coach Rock, bringing you all the action. And as he mentioned, we'll be back next Friday night from the friendly confines of Bobby Lackey Stadium as your Wildcats take on the Brownsville Veteran Patriots. So for K-West and WISD from Brownsville, Sands Memorial Stadium, it is your Weslaco East Wildcats 42, the Brownsville Porter Cowboys 3. We'll see you next week. Good night.
It's the Chargers.
Oh, is it Chart?